Are you a crocheter who is already excited that autumn time is coming, but you have no idea what projects you want to work on? If so, then this video is for you. Today, I am going to give you guys 15 free YouTube tutorials for some beautiful autumnal patterns that I have found, which I just feel like are essential makes for this autumn time. There's going to be a mixture of quick projects and really time-consuming projects, because some of us like a big meaty project to work on. So there is a big variety of that. There'll be a variety of skill level as well, and just a little bit of everything. We're going to have blankets, wearables, accessories, the whole lot. I'm Jessie of CrochetbyJessie. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel, and let's get into today's video. I do have multiple tutorials from some of the same creators purely because I love their designs so much that I feel like it does need a shout out. So a few creators, there'll be a couple to go through, and that won't be the case for all of them, but I feel like you guys will get why, because they're just so gorgeous. The first creator that I want to talk about has the first two tutorials that I want to talk about, and her name is Drapinski. I love her work so much. She's got a button-down cardigan, which is beginner-friendly, and I feel like it is such a staple item for your autumnal wardrobe. It looks absolutely gorgeous, and the fact that you can work with it in one colour, but there's still an element of dimension to it, whilst also being beginner-friendly, that's like the perfect trio of the reasons why you should do this design this year. It looks like it would work up relatively quick for a cardigan, which I feel like is another bonus, and I feel like you could make this in quite a few different colours, and you'd really get your wear out of them. You'd be able to use them loads during autumn time. So yeah, definitely check this pattern out because it looks so amazing, and I love it when designs are beginner friendly because it just gives everyone the chance to make it. So even if you are a little bit of a beginner, you should be able to do this design, and it just looks so beautiful. The second design by Hannah is the spiral sweater, which it looks so funky, and you only need to work with two colours, but you're still going to end up with a really, really funky overall design. And again, it's beginner friendly, so another amazing design that you guys will all be able to work on. And I feel like it just adds a little bit of oomph into your wardrobe for autumn, because you may only be working with two colours, but just how funky the overall design is, and it's a little bit out there, and you can make it oversized and very cozy, and you can make it with like a slightly thicker yarn or a thinner yarn for whatever result you want. If you want it to be thicker and a bit cozier or drape a bit more, I just feel like that in browns and greens and like rusty oranges, and I just feel like that would look so gorgeous. Maybe even purples like she did in her example as well. The next tutorial that I will be showing you guys, it's a shameless plug, but it is just my basic jumper tutorial. I really like this one, and I had a video, I want to say a month or two ago, where I was just wearing the jumper, do quite well with views, and I had a lot of people asking how I made the jumper, if I had a tutorial for it, because they just didn't know me at the time and didn't know I'd released it. But yep, I have got a very basic jumper tutorial. It is beginner friendly, and I feel like with this one you can choose as many colours as you want, because I used quite a few, and it's really fun. It's really fun. I love it. It's oversized. I really like cozy oversized wearables for autumn time because I just really feel like it's the time of year to do it. And yeah, it works up pretty quick. I used a really big crochet hook for me. I can't remember it from the top of my head, but it's bigger than the typical crochet hooks I use, which I do say and specify the size in the video. But because of that, you've got quite nice loose stitches. It drapes quite nicely. It works up so quick in comparison to this jumper, for example, which took what feels like an eon. So I feel like you can make multiple of them in different colours, which is what I have done as well. And again, you can really get your use out of it during autumn time, because I'm going to be wearing those jumpers so much later on this year. The next tutorial is by MJ's Off the Hook Designs, and it is stunning, you guys. It is called the Caribbean Sea Sweater, and despite the name, I feel like depending on what colour you can use for this. So with this sweater, I picture it as kind of like a layered piece in your wardrobe. So you'd wear like a really nice t-shirt underneath, or just a general top or vest, maybe in black or brown, which is what I'm picturing it. And then you're going to layer on top this gorgeous sweater, because it's kind of got like a little bit of a holey lacy effect, but still looks really cozy at the same time. And I feel like if you did that in like an olive green or a khaki or the kind of rusty orange that I'm thinking of, it, or even like some really nice chocolatey brown kind of colours, I feel like that would be so beautiful. And again, it's just one colour, but because of the details in the design, it's just going to work up so beautifully. And yeah, I feel like I want to make one, and the fact that I want to make one and I've been on like my crazy mosaic crochet rampage with designing, it says a lot when I'm thinking about putting that on a break and actually working on a separate design, because I feel like Nowadays, I've just been working on my own designs recently, so I have to really love one to want to like pause that and work on something different for myself. So I feel like that just shows how gorgeous the pattern is and how much I really love it and think that you guys will like it as well. The next two ideas, which are tutorials 5 and 6, are by Chenda DIY. I love her tutorials so much. Her channel is one that I have known for absolutely years, and she's such an inspiration, and the amount of designs she does is amazing, and they're all so different and so beautiful. But I've got two in particular which I feel like are very, very autumnal. A lot of people would want to have in their wardrobe once they see it. The first one is the oversized cardigan tutorial, which is just, that colour already alone is just so autumnal to me. It's so beautiful, and I feel like having an oversized cardigan is literally a necessity when it comes to autumn time, because again, you want something cozy, but maybe you don't want to wear a jumper all the time, which is so valid. Like, I'm going to be starting to work on some cardigans soon because I don't want to just be wearing jumpers. I just feel like, again, it's in one colour, you can kind of dress it up, or it's going to be more of a staple item in the wardrobe. It doesn't need to stand out as much itself, but you're going to be able to style it with loads of different items. You're going to be able to wear it with dresses, you can wear it with jeans and a nice top, you can wear it with so many different options to dress up or dress down an outfit, give yourself an extra layer and just feel comfortable. And I love her tutorials as well, so you're going to have a really well done tutorial for this, because I have watched so many of her tutorials over the years and can vouch that she is so amazing at teaching people how to do her designs. Her second tutorial is her striped vest design, which I'm so obsessed with. This is, again, another perfect kind of like layering piece where you can have, as she does in her thumbnail, like a long sleeve t-shirt or bodysuit, whatever you want underneath, and then that vest on top just to keep you a bit warmer. But I'd probably say, like, for me, this would be on the less chilly days personally, or you could then have a cardi or something wrapped around, or a coat wrapped over it for a little bit more layering. It's beautiful. I feel like it's kind of one of those things where it's not really intricate and the design looks a little bit more simple, but it's really effective at the same time, which for me is a win-win. I love it when something looks really well done and intricate, but then you find out it's actually not that complex and difficult to do. Best kind of design for me. I also love the colours she chose as well. I really feel like, again, it's screaming autumn full-time for me. I always think of autumn / full-time as kind of like an ochre yellow colour, rusty orange, burgundy, lots of different greens, purples and browns. So I feel like there's a lot of different colour combos you could do for this, but quite frankly, you don't have to make a autumn piece using the autumn colour palette. You can do whatever you want. This is just how I'm visualising all of them myself. This next idea is the first blanket tutorial, which I love so much, both how beautiful it looks and the colour that was chosen, and the name as well. This tutorial is by Winding Road Crochet. The blanket is called the Spice Market blanket. It's in a beautiful rusty kind of orange, and I really like the fact that this looks cozy. Like, I love the texture and the fact that it looks like a really nice thick blanket. I think it's going to work up really nicely. You're not going to have to stress too much because it looks like quite a lovely repetitive design. And it's so pretty. I feel like having something like that in your living room, just kind of draped across the sofa, or even draped across the bottom of your bed in your room. And again, it's one colour, but the way it is done, it looks really fun. Kind of like minimalistic, but with a slightly more funky stitch at the same time, which gives it that kind of little bit of an exciting pop in the overall appearance of it. I feel like, again, this is something that you can really incorporate into daily use. That could be the blanket that you want to use during autumn time, and you can colour coordinate it to whichever room you want it to be for as well. This next tutorial is by the lovely Daniela, and it is a gorgeous autumnal book sleeve and a bookmark, so something a little bit quicker to work up in comparison to the projects that I have already discussed with you guys today. I absolutely love the colours that she chose. I feel like they're so funky, and something about reading books in autumn with a matching set to go over the book and go in the book when you're using it, I feel like that's so fun. And I also feel like this would be a really good gift as well. So if there's anyone who has friends or family whose birthday is in autumn time, this could be a really good shout. If they're an avid reader, then definitely think of working this setup as a birthday present. I would probably say that this is going to be one of the quickest, if not the quickest, tutorial suggestion from me in this video. I do tend to go for slightly bigger projects because I feel like autumn time and winter time in general, typically in my head, I think of bigger pieces because I think of the idea of being cozy, and that typically makes me think of like jumpers, cardis, beanies, blankets. So that's usually why I focus on larger projects in my head at least. But I feel like this one is just a really nice, quick design to work up, which is still going to be beautiful, still very in keeping with the season, but also great for gifts. The next tutorial is going to be Viv's Crochet's Easy Ribbed Beanie. I was just mentioning beanies and I feel like her one is gorgeous. Again, another project that's going to work extremely quick. You can do as many or as little colours as you want. I love her one in the tutorial with the actual thumbnail because it's simple, but you're going to get loads of use out of it again. So I feel like everyone wants a beanie or just something to keep them warm during that time of year. And again, perfect for gifting. You could gift it in fall or you could gift it in Christmas time. It's completely your choice. You could make this design in loads of different colours. You could have one in each colour, just coordinate with outfits, and it's not going to take up much yarn, it's not going to take up much time, and it is a beginner friendly tutorial, so loads of people are going to be able to do it. You're not going to be missing out. Again, these are attainable projects to get done in that time. You're not going to feel stressed and rushed because not everyone can spend loads of time working on stuff but still want to do handmade pieces as gifts. So again, this is a really good suggestion for that. The next kind of tutorial that we're going to be moving on, we're going on to scarves, which I love. And Eliznuts has a video which has 3 beginner-friendly scarf designs. They all look so gorgeous. They're all so different. And again, I feel like to go alongside a beanie, having a matching scarf, you've got a gorgeous set once that's done. It's so aesthetic. It's so nice. It keeps you warm. It's a lot easier to work up a scarf than a jumper or a cardigan. It takes a lot less time and a lot less yarn. And again, you can choose how many or how little colours you want. Some of the designs that you guys will see have like 2 colours, but the way the stitches are done, they look more intricate. Other ones, you're going to only want 1 colour, but because of the overall stitch design for that, still feels like it's absolutely fine and not bland in any way. Although I'd never find crochet bland personally. Some people like adding loads of colours. I don't think it's a necessity. And I feel like examples where you've got like a beautiful, beautiful texture created, you don't need more than 1 colour. I know that sounds very hypocritical when I'm literally like a rainbow right now with all these colours, but I feel like sometimes subtlety is the best with designs and sometimes colour explosions can work absolutely lovely, but it's good to have a mix of options for that as well. On that note, Yay for Yarn has a gorgeous herringbone scarf, which I love. I love the colours that they chose. The one in the thumbnail, it's very neutral, very monochromatic, but it's gorgeous and there's loads of colours. I love the fact that you've kind of got like the ruffly bits at the bottom. I've probably got the wrong word. I'm having a proper brain fart, guys. Tassels. Oh my goodness. I like the tassels at the bottom of it because I just feel like that gives it a little bit more texture, a little bit more length without extra crocheting. Again, I feel like you could have a very basic outfit, but because you've made the scarf a little bit more colourful or there's more of a variety of colours, you wouldn't really need anything to kind of dress it up. That would be like the feature piece of the outfit. I really want to get into some scarves soon, to be honest, because I feel like I made one a couple years ago, but it's just been one of those things that I never really focused on myself, which feels crazy. But yeah, I feel like scarves are so much fun and I've been really enjoying making wearables a lot more this year and just accessories in general. So maybe this is the year where I just find my love for scarves myself. My next 3 tutorial ideas are all by the Crochet Crowd. If you guys have never seen or heard of the Crochet Crowd, you are missing out because their tutorials are absolutely amazing. I have been following some of their designs for years and some of my most basic blankets from the start where I wasn't feeling confident, I was able to elevate what I was doing and make it a bit more complex because of just how amazing and thorough their tutorials are, but they're also not intimidating as well, which is just the best combination. The first tutorial is the Autumn log cabin throw, which is just so funky. It is a beginner friendly, you're going to get taken through step by step, but I just feel like it's a really out there design, not something that I typically see, and I really like the colours. I feel, again, this is a very, very snug, warm, cozy kind of project to work on, and I surprisingly haven't made anywhere near as many blankets this year as I typically do, purely because I've gotten obsessed with Mosaic Wearables, but typically I would have made a lot of blankets by this time of the year because it's one of my favourite things to do, and I feel like this one is just going to be so gorgeous for you guys to try out. They also have the fabulous fall throw pattern, which, oh my god, I love so much. The colours, the overall placement of them, the design for it, and just the overall structure of the blanket, it's beautiful. It's also another labelled easy tutorial where they just go through everything step by step with you guys, so it makes it a lot less intimidating overall. It all look really complicated, but because you guys have been shown step by step visually how to do it, it's going to give you so much more freedom to be able to work on something a bit more complicated because you have so much extra support for the entire process of it. When I was talking about what colours make me think of autumn earlier, I feel like it's embodied in this specific throw. It's so fun, and I probably would choose very, very similar colours myself. Maybe add some browns in there and a deeper purple, but apart from that, I think they've nailed it. The Aran Isle throw pattern is the last one from the crochet crowd, and again it's another example of just using a simplistic one colour but just making beautiful stitches to end up with such a lovely textured design. I feel like again it's another staple. It's not an in-your-face kind of design, but it's one that you could keep around you during the whole of autumn time based on the colour. I do like that whole idea of minimalist in colour and then maximalist in the stitches. I feel it's such a fun way to change crochet up and just to keep things from feeling samey. I can really see this one in like a beautiful cream at the bottom of the bed or something, very neutral but just subtle, and a really beautiful feature piece that kind of just draws everything together in the colour palette for your room. And maybe you could do a few colours throughout it. Maybe you could make the same blanket in numerous colours and just use it throughout different times of fall and autumn, because why not? The final tutorial is by Leonela Cevallos. I apologise if I pronounced your name wrong. I'm really awful with pronouncing things, but your blanket design, oh my goodness. Guys, this one is so fun. This is a little bit funkier. 3 colours are used in the one in the thumbnail as an example, and it's just so pretty. I feel like this one is to add a little bit of spice in the room that you want to use it in, and so much can be done. You could really, really make this one match the room that you want it to be for. It looks really snug and cozy without being too thick, and I love the detailing. I love how the white is kind of laced throughout the overall design. This is definitely one that I'm thinking about making because it's really pretty. I'm wondering if maybe I could translate and make like a mosaic crochet-esque version. We'll see, because it's so beautiful. It's not overly done, but then it also has a lot of depth to it with the colours and the design incorporated into it. This specific design made me think of autumn leaves and just the shades of them, the shape of them, a little bit of all of that together, which I think is why I love it so much, because I feel like it encapsulates autumn in the best way possible. So those are the 15 free autumn crochet tutorials that I think you guys should check out. There are so many amazing tutorials out there, and these are just a handful of them, but they were so beautiful that I felt like I had to share them with you all. I will also say that check the description below and I will have the link to each of these tutorials for you guys so you don't have to hunt around to find them yourselves. On the topic of autumn designs and patterns overall, what would you guys say is your go-to autumn crochet project and why? If you guys have gotten to this stage in the video and you're not yet subscribed, please do consider doing so, because it just means the world to me, as well as pressing the bell to be notified when my next video is up. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Happy autumn crocheting, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!